And welcome into Real Deal Sports Talk with me, KP. We are live from Nixon's Rocky Mountain Smokehouse and Tavern in Fort Collins, Colorado. We are here for the Colorado Crush viewing party as they take on the Spokane Empire tonight in a rematch. They are on the road. It is a big matchup for the Crush as they were able to earn their first victory on the season. Not last week because they had the week off, but the week before that they were able to pull up their first victory on the season as they remember. They beat their rival, the Salt Lake City Screaming Eagles. And again, this is Real Deal Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It was a beautiful day here in Colorado today. I don't know how your guys' day went. It's been a long Friday for me. I started early this morning. As we've talked about before, I do work for Denver Public Schools. It is something that I take pride in, helping out the youth, making them grow, things like that. But it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a fun day. Glad to be out here at Nixon's Rocky Mountain Smokehouse and Tavern in Fort Collins, Colorado, 6720 South College Ave. If you don't have anything to do, come out to the view party, check us out, watch some good indoor football as the Colorado Crush take on the Spokane Empire in a rematch tonight. Getting ready to start right now. The captains are at the center of the field shaking hands. A lot of things to get into tonight. We're going to have some player interviews tonight. There you go. That's what it is being live, everybody. We're going to hear the fans. We're going to hear some noise. It's going to be live tonight. We'll have player interviews. We're going to get to the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll catch you up on the IFL news that's going tonight. And we'll also be giving live look-ins to the game as highlights happen. We will be talking about them live. And again, it's great to be here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the questions out of the way for the trivia contest for the 4 tickets tonight. You do have to text after halftime begins. No text before halftime will be accepted. That number you will text into is 720-515-5597. And the 3 trivia questions that you have to get right in order to win the tickets. And again, this is for the first listener who texts in with all 3 correct answers, okay? Question 1. What year was the Colorado Crush defensive coordinator Marvin Jones named Sporting News College Football Player of the Year? Question 2. What college did he play for? And question 3. How many points did the Colorado Crush give up in the first half? So those are 3 defensive-ended questions. We definitely have a defensive lineman on the show tonight. We're going to try and get an offensive position player as well. We'll see if he's able to show up or not. If not, we might make do with what we got. But we are looking forward to having Tim. So those are your 3 questions. You will text your answers to 720-515-5597. And again, those questions are, what year did Colorado Crush defensive coordinator Marvin Jones get named Sporting News College Football Player of the Year? Good stop there on the opening kickoff for the Crush. Second question, what college did he play for? And how many points did the Colorado Crush give up in the first half? All right, let's get into today's game, shall we? A little bit of preview. So this is the second time that the Crush have played Spokane on the season. And if you guys remember, just a few weeks ago when the Crush played the Empire in the Budweiser Event Center, it didn't go that well for the Crush. That was a game that Spokane, they piled up the points as much as they could in that game. And they won that one 70-37. Going back to that game, scoring in that game, Spokane jumped out to an early lead 13-7. Scored 22 points in the second half to the 3 by the Crush. Third quarter was a bit tighter. Spokane only won that quarter 14-13. And in the fourth quarter, they also won that quarter 21-14. Good stop for Colorado there on the running play. Final score was 70-37. So in today's game, you can imagine the defense is going to be looking to shore things up quite a bit. The Empire in this game, in the first game, compiled a total of 255 yards offense, 200 yards passing, and 55 yards rushing. So where we did really well, really well, stopping the run in that first game, quick plays, big plays on offense really did them in the passing game. Pass to the right side, stopped by number 24 at the 3-yard line, as the Spokane Empire are on the move. Looks like it's about actually the 3.5-yard line. 3rd and 3 for the Empire. Let's get a stop for the Crush. So going back to the last game, things that we can improve on in this game are definitely going to be both passing and rushing. We only had 173 yards passing in the first game, and we only compiled 68 yards rushing. We did outdo them in the rushing attack that game. However, false start on Spokane. They will be moving that back. 3rd and 7 coming up. Good break there early in the game for the Crush as Spokane is knocking on the door. Another thing that kind of hurt the Crush there in the first game, but also, it piled up quite a bit for Spokane were penalties. 9 penalties for the Crush in the first game, 14 for Spokane. That's definitely something that both teams are going to be looking to tighten up tonight to make this more competitive. You got to imagine Spokane's coming in feeling pretty good about themselves based on how they won that first game. And that is a stop at the 2-yard line on 3rd down for the Crush, bringing up 4th down on the drive. Spokane is 1-1 since they played the Crush last, losing to the Nebraska Danger and beating the Salt Lake Screaming Eagles last week, their last contest. So that's a little bit of a preview of what we're looking at for tonight. It looks like the Empire are going on it here on 4th and 1 early in the game instead of kicking the field goal for the sure points. Let's see what happens. They go for it, and the Crush stop them on 4th down, and the ball is turned over on downs to the Crush. They will take over at the 2-yard line. Good job, Crush, getting that opening drive stop there against Spokane. And this is a little bit of a pride game for the Crush because of how many points that Spokane was able to put up on them in the first contest. And from what I saw there just in the opening drive, the defense is playing much better, faster. They were a little more sure on the tackles than the last time they played Spokane. So I'm seeing good things right now. And if you're not here at the viewing party, if you're not on your way down here to check us out at Nixon's Rocky Mountain Smokehouse in Fort Collins, Colorado, 6720 South College Ave, then you know what? Go ahead and turn on YouTube, go to the IFL page, and turn on the Colorado Crush game there. It's another way to follow the Crush. You can also go to their website, coloradocrushfootball.com, or goifl.com for the league page. You can follow our show on Facebook, Real Deal Sports Talk with KP, on Twitter with Real Deal KVP. We have our Google Plus community, Real Deal Sports Talk with KP, as well as the website. If you want to check out the website, there's links to the show there, realdealsportstalkwithkp.com, and you'll have links to the Colorado Crush. You'll have links to the Dirt Cannon, who's the official fantasy partner of Real Deal Sports Talk with KP, and you'll have links to our show as well as upcoming events and calendar stuff. So that gets you caught up on what we're looking at for tonight. Here we go. 1st and 10. The Crush come up to the ball. Ref's still over the ball, waiting for the play. Defense doesn't look like they know what they're doing. The linebackers running all over the field trying to get people set. Not quite ready to get this play started. The refs are still waiting, I guess, for a signal from the booth to say the commercial's over. And here we go. They just call a play. Crush 1st and 10. Ball snapped. It's a passing play to the left, complete to the 7-yard line. They give him this forward progress to the 7. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Crush. Alright, so not sure if Tim's here yet. I'm not seeing him, so we might not have our offensive player on the show tonight. That's fine. We do. Jamil Morrell is here, and he will be on with us at about 8:30. Let's get into some of the other stats for these teams right now. We'll talk about leading passers, leading rushers, what each of these guys has going. Second down, defense jumps. It's a free play. Quarterback passes again to the left for a first down completion to Kaiser. Let's see what the flag on the play is. One thing I do have to say is that after Sean got hurt and went down with a shoulder injury, and they brought in Neidler, he has really picked, the passing game has functioned a little more smooth. It's been a little more precise, it's been a little more quick. The ball's out of his hand a little faster, he's making decisions a little quicker, and that's impressive being that he came onto the team late in the season and he's been able to pick up the offense pretty quickly. All any team ever really needs is a little bit of confidence once they get going. They kind of got going with Neidler as quarterback. They've got some confidence. Pass over the middle. Ball's tipped, incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Crush on their opening offensive possession. So let's see what some of these teams got going for them, shall we? I'm looking for the stats here. All right, Spokane on the season. On the season right now, Spokane is averaging 230 yards a game, 85 rushing, 144 passing, and scoring 48 points per game. 2nd and 10, ball snapped. It's a fake handoff. Quarterback takes it off the left-hand side for a 3-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 7 for the Crush. Oh, nope. They're only going to give him 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 on the opening drive for the Crush. Spokane is giving up 194 yards on defense per game, allowing 37 rushing yards and 157 passing yards. So if we're going to attack this team, it looks like we need to attack it through the air. They're very stout against the run, only giving up that 37 points per game. Leading passer for Spokane coming into this game, yardage-wise, is Charles Dowdle. He is playing tonight. He has 904 yards and 22 passing touchdowns on the season. Also 10 interceptions. Leading rusher for the Empire coming into this game is also Charles Dowdle with 259 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, but he's also fumbled twice. So that's something the Crush need to be looking to do when he takes off running tonight. We need to be looking to strip that ball, knock it out. Not just get him down, but we need to be looking to swat that ball out of his hands. Leading receiver for the Empire on the season is going to be Brian Prey, 231 yards and 6 touchdowns on the season. We have a flag on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. We have delay of game on the Crush. That's going to move them back. That's going to move them back on the play and give them a 3rd and 13. Let's see if they can convert it. The center tried to get the snap off. It was late. It hit the quarterback in the face mask. So the Crush kind of lucked out there not having that play go through. Now, as far as what the Crush are bringing into the game, right now the Crush are averaging 193 yards a game, 70 rushing yards, 123 passing, and 36 points per game. We're the underdog. There's nothing wrong with being the underdog. 3rd and 13, pass to the right. Just a little long in the end zone to number 9, bringing up 4th down for the Crush on their opening drive. The Crush are giving up 250 yards a game, roughly 93 rushing yards and 157 passing. So it'd be nice to see the defense have a good performance tonight, continue what they had on that first drive for sure. They're also giving up that